Let me find out how to do it. Hold on,
No,
patriarchy.
patriarchy.
Oh,
He didn't
well,
turn the brief over.
let's get our other two guests in here real quick though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go
Uh,
ahead. Hi.
Money Marriage Media. What's good with you?
It won't. It doesn't say that he's blind. But go ahead.
Okay, I forgot how
Go.
to find
Okay,
it.
money. Did you want to add something?
Well, yeah, I actually put in a super chat. Yeah, and it was about stepfathers, and yeah, that's it. I've never seen this be addressed before,
Okay.
because we in relationship talk from the male perspective, we always talk about women having children out of wedlock as a negative, right?
Right.
Okay, but again, what if being a stepfather is how you can get a higher quality woman? It's like, because relationships at the end of the day are about balance. So what are we saying to men who are, let's say you're an average man, you're a 4, right? It's a little bit below average, and you want a woman who is an 8 in looks or 8 in overall. They're
The
not looking your.
stepdaddy is your way in.
Man, that's a bad bet. That's a bad bet.
You say that, but what's the alternative there though?
Get a foe.
Get a 4.
Eh,
4 deserves 4.
well, okay, but if that's the case, what do people mean when they say she's an 8 but she got a kid?
No, so that's a good point on all, but again, there are women that do that, literally use the 4 for sustenance and upkeep until they can get them another 8.
Well,
Nah,
that's
they be marrying them
okay,
fours
but
and staying married.
hang on,
No, they
Mike.
don't.
You're not going. I'm not going to let you get away with that, because one of the things that you and I have talked about is improving the vetting process in our community. So
Okay.
again, if the vetting process is improved to where the matriarchs of the family of the man's family are limiting women who you're talking about, to where the less of them are coming around the guy, then what are we talking about here?
I have several questions first before you chime in, Trigger Mike. I have several questions. So when you say a higher quality woman, are we just talking looks?
No.
So you're saying, so what? Define higher quality woman to me.
Okay, so this is going to take a minute, but I'm going to try and clean up and make it as short as possible, right? So as a reference, fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive, childless. High value men get those 6 categories. What we never talk about is most average men will take 3 to 4 out of the 6. So again, you pick your qualities. Okay, we already know she has a child. So depending on the man, what qualities he values the most, that might be something that the woman having a child, she still qualifies for, because you,
So,
as a woman, you have 5 other categories.
Hi guys, good
real
evening,
quick, hold
guys.
on, Ikene, hold on.
I'm gonna answer that when you finish, okay?
Um,
The AP.
okay. So what you're saying is this woman is unmarried, but she fits 4 out of the 5, and at one point she would have fit 5 out of 5.
Or
Fit
6.
feminine, or 5 out of 6, which means that why does she have a kid, and why would she not be married by the baby's father? Or are you suggesting that maybe the baby's father passed away? Like I'm just curious how typically a woman that has those other qualities, typically those women are married or about to be married. So I'm trying to figure out.
Not necessarily.
You know what? And I was just about to
It's
bring that
never
up.
anybody. It's never anybody on the panel. That's why I said typically.
Okay, but let's look at that for a second. Because what you're really trying to do is make a case that women cannot improve their sexual marketplace value after a certain point, which I don't believe is
Especially
true.
after a kid.
Well, now but see that here's the thing, though.
That's a lie.
That's a red flag for you. But remember,
Right. That's a
men
red
value
flag for
different
you.
things than women. This is also one of the reasons
Let
why.
me ask you a question. AP, does your girlfriend have a kid?
Nope. And doesn't want
She
any.
doesn't want children?
Nope.
But how often is that? Do you see that? Do you see a woman your age who doesn't want children?
She's a couple years younger than me.
Of age who doesn't want children?
I don't know. They don't. Those are the ones that I would disqualify because I've always said I couldn't be a stepdad.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
I've
again,
maintained. I've maintained that. It's
yeah,
not
So
in me.
but
if
again,
Halle
that's for
Berry had
you
a
though.
child, you
That's
wouldn't
for
say yeah.
you. So what
Let,
about
let
other
me
you?
let me
What
let
about
me
the other
let me
average men out
let me
here
chime
who
in
are
so that
saying that
way.
me being a stepdad, you know what? I might be willing to deal with that if I can find a woman who's fit,
Let, let me
feminine,
let me
cooperative, and
let me
submissive.
help you. Let me say something real quick, please. Sorry about that. I'm just some of the ladies here. I'm just meeting you guys for the first time. My name is Ekene. Hi. So let me put it this way.
Shoot your shot.
American men, as some of us are now. I've been in America for 20 years, so I'm an American man. We are out of order because I was out of order. But I knew the culture. That is why I had to take myself back there. A man should not accept his stepchild under any circumstance. This is how the ancestors have always made it up until today, before we started becoming what we are for the last 15 years. There is nothing wrong marrying a woman that have kids, but she can't bring the kids to your house. The way it's always been throughout history is that she will leave the kids with her parents, the kid or the kids with her parents, and then become your wife and start a whole new family with you. That doesn't mean she's going to abandon her kids, but her kids has to be raised by her parents. My grandmother, the same thing happened to her. She had a child for her first husband. They divorced. When she went home and got married by my grandfather, she did not bring that child to my grandfather's house. And it's always been like that throughout history. But the United States began to change that culturally in the last 50, 60 years. Women are not supposed to bring their kids to their next marriage. The same way we have accepted baby mama culture is the same way we have accepted um, stepfather. Stepfather is honorable, but you can raise your wife's children by them staying with their grandmother, grandfather. You see what I'm saying? Not coming to your house because there's always going to be tension. This is why we are educated but foolish than our ancestors. We are more educated than them based on Western culture and Western teaching, but we are foolish because we don't understand nature. They studied nature. We don't. We studied feelings. We are professional feelings. The reason why I say that is because it's always troublesome when you have another man's kids and your kids in the same house every day, every minute. Because you have to get how to discipline another man's kids and how to discipline your kids. If you discipline another man's kids and their dad sees that, he will react. In most cases, not all cases, in most cases.
Akine, your phone sounds like a bootleg version of Lion King right now. You can't understand none of the words you say.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's like,
But could you guys understand me earlier?
We did.
you heard
Yeah,
that?
I heard it, but I can't agree with it because you're suggesting a man to if he's gonna marry a woman with kids, you can't bring your kids with you.
Yeah,
Take your mom away from them.
That's not
That's
American
nuts.
culture, though. You're not going to get the whole country to change its culture like that.
So yeah, you can keep that over there.
It has never been American culture to accept. It's just a modern American culture.
Okay, but you're not going to get millions of people to change their mind about the way they've been living their lives, though.
Because the same way we have tolerated feminism, we have tolerated a lot. We have allowed a lot to happen in the last 50 years. It's the same way we've allowed stepfather in the last 50 years. Because before Before 1950, it wasn't like this. It wasn't.
So let me
So
Right.
it
answer.
wasn't
We're not going
American
backwards.
culture.
Let me
But that's the problem. As long as we're not going backward, we keep
Yeah.
digging ourselves inside that hole.